Hello everyone, I am HIM Samaranayaka and my IT number is IT20636906. Today I am going to present how to implement ISO 27001 ISMS. Let's begin. Content. My first topic is what is information and information security. And my second topic is an overview of ISO 27001. And the third topic is certification process of ISO 27001. And the fourth topic is benefits of ISO 27001. And the fifth topic or the last topic is comparing ISO 27001 2013 and ISO 27001 2022 latest version. And let's begin with my first topic. What is information? Information is an asset. Information is an asset that have a value. First point is employee informations, and the second one is customer information, and the third one is research information, and the fourth point is finance information, and the fifth point is email data. Information exists in many forms. I got three forms. First one is printed on documents, and the second one is electronically stored data, and the third one is data written on papers. Then I'm going to my next topic. What is information security? Information security or the InfoSec is the process of protecting information by reducing risks which are associated with the information. Ensure confidentiality, integrity and the availability of information. And I'm going to my next topic, importance of information security. I got some points. First point is help the organization to protect information against various threats. Helps in maintaining privacy and comply with laws and regulations. And the third one is contributes to business continuity. And the fourth one is help the organization to minimize financial impacts and the other kind of various impacts. And the final one is it safeguards the technologies used by organization. Then how to secure information? This also I get some points. First point is final thoughts. And the second point is keep some data off the network. And the third point is use external service providers carefully. And the fourth point is use access controls and firewalls. And the fifth point is communicate data securely. And the sixth point is encrypt data. And the last or the final point is implement a data security plan. For the information security of the organization, the best or the better solution is implementing the ISO 27001. What is ISO 27001? It is a framework that helps organizations to protect and manage information assets in order to protect them. It helps to create a robust information security management system. It provides a set of controls that can be used to protect information. Requires to perform risk analysis periodically and top management commitment. Ensure confidentiality, integrity and the availability of the organization sensitive data. And ISO 27001 consists of 14 control areas and the 34 control objectives and the 114 control methods. Then what is ISMS? It is a systematic approach that helps in managing sensitive information of the company with the goal of securing them from threats. And ISMS is a holistic approach to securing the confidentiality, integrity and the availability of the corporate information assets. Then what are the benefits of ISO 27000 implementation for the organization for securing the information? gain new customers and contributes to competitive advantage. Customer satisfaction, improve structure and the focus, protects and strengthen the reputation, protects your data no matter where the data is stored. This is the certification process of ISO 27000 for the organization certification. First step is choose a management standard, and the second step is contact the better certification certified company, and the third step is the initial assessment, and the fourth step is documentation preparation, and the fifth step is certification, and the last or the final sixth step is maintaining compliance. Then ISO 27001 2013 versus 27001 2022. The main part of ISO 27001 clauses 4 to 10 has changed only slightly. The changes in Annex A security controls are moderate. The number of controls has decreased from 114 to 93. The controls are placed into 4 sections and instead of the previous 14. There are 11 new controls while none of the controls were deleted and the many controls were merged. You can see how differ from the version to version. That means the old 2013 version to the newest version 2022 ISO 27001. Number of clauses in the main part of the standard is same as the 2013 and the 2022, and the 114 number of security controls in Annex A changed to 93 controls, and the 14 number of sections in Annex A decreased to 4. And you can see the transition period, the old 2013 revision and the new 2022 revision are how changed the transition period in many years for the future as well, and the degree of change, how changed the 2013 version to 2022 version. And the summary. The ISO 27001 standard provides the framework for an effective information security management system, that means ISMS. It sets out the policies and procedures needed to protect your organization. It includes all the risk controls, legal, physical and the technical necessary for the robust IT security management. And these are the some of resources that I got source from the my presentation. And thank you. If you have any clarification, please contact me via my email address. And the second link is belong to the my Medium blog. And thank you. This is my development toolkit, and first one is acceptable use policy. This document belongs to acceptable use policy, and the first page hold the version, date and the classification, and it gives the we can put here the organization name, and the second page is about to document control and the document approvers and the document change approvals, and the third page is for the acceptable use policy and the purpose, scope, usage of computers and the usage of software, security and the usage of internet. And the second document is belong to the access control policy. It also the same as the security policy. First page holds the version date classification, and the second page holds the document control and the other details about the document and the document approvers. Who are the approvers that give the permission to this document, and the document change approvals. And the third page hold the access control policy. What is access control policy and the purpose of this access control policy of this document. And the third point is scope of this document to apply for the organization's assist. And the access control policy, access to networks, user access provisionings, and the management of passwords, how the passwords are to be managed with the implementation of ISO 27001 for the organization assist, and the review of user access rights, and the use of secret authentication informations, password management systems, use of privileged utility programs, and the last point is access control to program source codes. This is here my Medium blog link for what is ISO 27001 and it's how to implement ISO 27001 to an organization for the securing the sensitive information and the managing how manage the sensitive information and the other assets. You can check here via this my link. This is the assessed inventory. I create my own tool. This inventory can use to collect the assessed information. The first column relevant to the assessed number, and the second one is relevant to the assessed name, assessed description, assessed type, assessed owner, assessed user, and the data retention period, classification, assessed custodian, confidentiality, integrity, and the availability of the security requirements, and the user details who have access to these assets. This is my assessed register. The first sheet belongs to the digital assessed, and the second sheet is belongs to the non-digital assets of the organization or the company, and the last sheet belongs to the people assessed in the organization or the company. And this is the business case document. In the business case document, the first topic is introduction, scope and the objectives, and the next topic is IMS benefits, and the other one is information security risk reduction, how to reduce the information security risk, and the second table belong to the benefits that are achieved using standardizations, and the third table regarding the benefits of a structured approach, and the fourth table belong to the benefits of certification and the ISMS costs, and the last table belong to the ISMS implementation and project management costs. And this is the checklist and gap analysis belong to the uh, ISO 27001 2022. I use ISO 27001 clauses and the mandatory requirement for the ISMS, and the control is status, and the fourth column belong to the records to prove compliance, and the comments recommendations. These are the mandatory requirements for the ISMS for the organization implementation. And the implementation process guideline. This is the ISO 27000 implementation guideline for the organization using ISMS. There are mainly 9 steps in ISO 27000 ISMS implementation guide. First one is create an implementation team, and the second one is develop an implementation plan, and the third one is ISMS initiation, and the fourth one is define ISMS scope, and the fifth one is identify your security baseline, and the sixth one is establish a risk management process, and the seventh one is implementation a risk treatment plan, and the eighth one is measure, monitor, and the review, and the last or the final step is certify your ISMS. These are the main 9 steps, and I here explain how all the 9 steps are implemented to the organization, or the how ISO 27001 ISMS implementation for the company or the organization document. This is the information security policy document. This belongs to the mainly information security policy of the organization that implement or implemented in the ISO 27001. First topic is information security policy. What is the information security policy and the purpose of this information security policy? Main thing is the ISMS implementation, and the scope, objectives, asset management. What is asset management means, and the responsibility for assets, and the information classification. I here use 5 points to how information can be categorized. First one is internal, and the second one is private, and the third one is limited, and the fourth one is public, and the last or the final fifth step is confidential. And the human resource information security. What is the human resource information security? And the physical and environmental security. How the work areas should be done in the implementation of ISO 27001, and the communications and the operation management, and the third party service delivery management, how it to be after the implementation of the ISO 27001, and the malicious and the mobile code protections, backups, network security management, and the storage media handling, monitoring, and the information security incident management. This is how the information security management process to do, and the reporting information security incidents and the weakness, and the business continuity management, and the last one is roles and the responsibilities of the implementation of ISO 27001 for the organization. This is the roadmap documentation for the ISO 27001. This is the how ISO 27001 implementation process for the organization. First step is create a business use case for ISO 27001 and get top management commitment and support. And the third one is create a project team and appoint consultants. And the fourth one is determine the scope of the implementation of the ISO 27001. And the next step is implementation. Establish ISMS policy and objectives. And the next one is conduct risk assessments and the develop a risk mitigation plan. And the next step is establish a monitoring and a progress measurement system, implement security controls. And the next step is conduct training sessions and conduct internal audits, conduct management reviews. And the last or the final step is get certification audit conducted by a certification body. And this is the ISO 27001 certification. This is the journey of the ISO 27001 certification. This is the roles and the responsibilities regarding in implementation of ISO 27001 for the company or the organization. The first step is the purpose and the top management, information security officers. These are the roles or the responsibilities regarding the implementation of ISO 27001 for the organization. And the data protection officers, IT administrators, employees and the contractors, and the internal auditors. They have various responsibilities and there are many roles for the how the manage and the implement being with ISO 27000 implementation. And this is the ISO 27001 statement of applicability or the SOA. We can use this risk assessment statement or the SOA for our organization. These are the sum of references that I use to get more details for my toolkit. And this is the risk register that I create for my toolkit. This is the risk treatment plan in my toolkit. I use risk ID and the risk 1 and the preferred options. Choose what to do, who will implement these controls, by when, who will monitor the risks, and who will monitor the treatment. And this is the segregation of the duties for ISO 27001. These are the responsible individuals who are primary responsibility for performing the activity, owner of the control, and the accountable individual who will be called if the control falls, leading to materialize in the risk. Generally, it is budget holder, manager or the director, and the supportive individuals who actively assist the owner of the control in design, implementation or managing activities. And the consulted individual who are contacted for the guidance or the active directions by control owner responsible person. And the last one is informed individuals who are communicated from time to time to be updated about the development of the control, as this information provides significant updates to them for understanding the risk arising of the control. And this is the SOD sheet for the internal audit. How ISO 27001 to be implemented, or the how to get certificate to before the get certificate under the internal audit. These are the document details, and this is my toolkit, and thank you.